My research in the group involves taking solid supports and using them in packed beds. So currently an issue in drug development is there's too much chemistry going on, and engineering comes in much later in the process of making pharmaceuticals. And there needs to be some implementation of engineering earlier on in the process in order to reduce the waste, cost, and time. And currently, it's about 25 to 100 kilograms of waste per kilogram of product. So typical organic synthesis on this generic synthesis of pregabalin is stepwise, where each step you have to isolate and purify before carrying on to get your final product. And the waste is much greater than other methods that we are currently investigating, such as a continuous process. Using fluoroelastomeric tubing and a polyacrylate bead, these have proven to be very useful supports to use in flow chemistry. And I've prepared 3 different catalysts that can be used in synthesis of Lyrica, which I'll talk about now. So our goal in the group is to make Lyrica in a continuous flow synthesis using different heterogeneous supports. The first of which, again, this waste will also be decreased compared to typical batch processes. But the first one I investigated was the oxidation of an alcohol to prepare the carbonyl species, in this case, isovaloraldehyde. So using TEMPO in the Anelli-Martinelli protocol to oxidize alcohols to carbonyls, you can run a biphasic mixture through a packed bed in order to give you your carbonyl species in fairly high conversions. And this is just a table of the substrates, so it shows the generality of the packed bed approach. And next step involves some sort of heterogeneous catalyst in order to convert the carbonyl to a nitroalkene. And using these 2 catalysts, an ambrozyme-modified DMAP resin and ambrozyme-modified TBD, we hope to be able to form this intermediate. And I have shown already that these reactions work very well in acylating alcohols and also in performing Novanogel reactions with benzaldehyde and ethyl cyanoacetate. It's also noteworthy to mention that the productivity of these flow reactors is much greater than typical batch reactors. So that's another advantage of using this process over typical synthesis. So we hope to implement all 3 of these catalysts in order to make Lyrica in one continuous step. And the future goals in general are just some sort of synthesis in sequence. And also these microreactors enable continuous processing, so you can make a greater amount of product over time. And we've also shown that these microreactors actually work well for large-scale processes where a number of the other reactions reported in the literature are about microgram or nanogram scale.